Yo, what's going on, guys? What's good? What's going on? What's happening? How's everybody doing? Uh, just give me a second here. All right. So, good morning, guys. A lot of fudsters are at it this morning, and guys, listen. Right off the hop, I'm going to tell you something. I told you guys in yesterday morning's live stream, we streamed talking about this for 3 hours. We talked about it, right? And I told you guys yesterday there was going to be people who hate Jasmy and who predicted Jasmy would fail, who are going to come out of the woodwork and start making up bullshit about Jasmy, saying it's a fake story, saying trying to split hairs on the story. Yeah, but this technically is that, and whatever they can kind of pull out of it to make a negative narrative that fits their kind of what they want to happen, right? You got to be able to ignore those people, guys. Like, it's inevitable. It happens with every project. When something good happens for a project, there's always these immature investors who shouldn't be investing, who are coming to the forefront and trying to make a negative spin on it to hurt the company, right? Because they were wrong. At the end of the day, they're mad because they were wrong, right? They were convinced because of their echo chambers that Jasmy was a rug pull, that Jasmy was a scam. We saw the same thing with Panasonic, guys. We saw the same thing. What happened when they announced the Panasonic partnership? You had haters coming out going, who even uses Panasonic and stuff like that, right? Happens every time, right? Haters gonna hate, ain'ters gonna ain't, right? They're mad because they thought it was a scam, and it turns out that it wasn't. It turns out they partnered with Panasonic. It turns out they have this partnership with Apple, and now they're pissed off because they missed out on Jasmy at half a cent, right? So, and the other thing you have to remember about human beings is we have egos, we have pride, and it's a very small portion of people in the world who can actually say, I was wrong, right? Not a lot of people can do that. I know it sounds easy, but when you're emotional about something, it's hard. It's hard for someone to say, I was wrong, right? Look at Crypto John, right? Eventually he came out and said, I was wrong, but that was like months later, like 4 or 5 months later, right? So, I mean, you have to keep that in mind, guys. Exactly. Ain'ters are going to ain't, right? They hate us because they ain't us. That's simply how it is. And we're going to get into it a little bit. We're going to talk about it, guys. But let me put this right off the top. I'm just going to tell you, okay? The hairs that they're trying to split here, okay, is so what this partnership is Apple partnering with the Japanese government, which is confirmed by the Prime Minister of Japan, right? So, right off the hop, people are asking, haters are asking, well, what's the source? The freaking Prime Minister of the country. How's that? How's that? Do you think the Prime Minister of the country decided to hop on X and start making up fake rumors? You know what I'm saying? Like, use your freaking head, first of all, right? So it's confirmed by the Prime Minister of Japan. First of all, we went over that yesterday, right? We showed it, we confirmed it on live on stream. Secondly, so the partnership is with the Japanese government, with the MyCards, which is run by the Japanese government, right? And the companies that operate the MyCard are CyberTrust and Jasmy, right? CyberTrust and Jasmy linked together through the PDL, offering security and accurate data preservation, right? So technically, the partnership is between Apple and the Japanese government. What you need to care about is the fact that they're using Jasmy's PDL, and Jasmy's name is being brought up in every single thing about it, but they're using Jasmy's technology 100%, which onboards millions of users to the PDL, which makes these users lock up Jasmy coin on the PDL, which increases the value of the Jasmy coin that you hold. That is what you need to care about, right? If they want to split hairs and they want to say, well, technically it's not, the CEO of Apple and Ondo shaking hands. I don't give a shit. Is they're using Jasmy's technology in a government contract with Apple? Who gives a crap? Right? We still reap the same benefit. It doesn't make a difference, right? The price, the value of Jasmy still increases the same regardless. That's what you need to focus on. Let these people who hate Jasmy split hairs, right? All they want. At the end of the day, the PDL is being used in the MyCard system in a contract, in a partnership with MyCard, CyberTrust, the Japanese government, and Apple. Period. End of story. Right? Full stop. Haters can say whatever they want outside of that. Nothing they say can make that untrue. So let's get into the chat here. WF Capital, what's up, man? Dwayne, great thumbnail. So many are coming out saying it's a rumor and that Jasmy will crash back down when the truth comes out. Clear it up for us, Rob. Yeah, I mean, like I said, haters going to hate, ain'ters going to ain't, right? Tara, shout out to Rob and Jasmy family from the deep East Texas. Nice. Lily, what's up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Shay Boy, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Sergio, true or false? It's true, brother. It's true. It's damn true. Nubian King, what's up, brother? It's nothing to clear up. You can easily Google it 100%. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it, right? When people, so who do you guys think is telling you the truth? The Prime Minister of Japan or some Yahoo on YouTube or X, right? Who's more reliable of a source for this type of information is what you need to ask yourself, right? Give it to me straight. That's what she said. I'm going with true. Yep. Ain'ters gonna ain't. Exactly. Panasonic is bigger than Sony. There's a lot of fun, but the price hasn't moved, which would indicate it's probably true about Apple. FUD. Yes, it's FUD. Anus? Ain't us. Thanks for the research and information. No problem, brother. No problem. Captain Jasmy, let's go, Rob. Keep up the great work. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping by every day, man. It's awesome to see you here. I appreciate you. Be sincere. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Watch this guy, please. This is the biggest ain'ters. He definitely said he missed Jasmy. Yes. Junior, Rob, father, and Jasmy family. Whoever thinks Jasmy's a scam is delusional. To believe all this progress and partnerships ain't legit is crazy. Best part of them, haters probably own Jasmy too. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that when someone is convinced themselves that something is a scam, like, guys, listen, there's probably projects out there that you don't like, right? That all of us don't like, right? And you have your reasons for not liking it. Do you give a crap about researching it to find out of whether your reasons are true? Probably not, right? So, I mean, like, they want Jasmy to be a scam and be a rug so bad. They want it to be that because A, they missed it, and B, listen, they're in an echo chamber, right? Whatever echo chamber they're in is telling them, other content creators that they're listening to are telling them that Jasmy's a scam and they're giving them misinformation. So then over time, it's hard to unprogram that mind, right? To be open to figuring out that what they saw was wrong, right? So for me, like I told you guys before, when I got into Jasmy, it was actually because of Fudders that I actually even got into Jasmy, because I started hearing these fake stories, right? That it was a rug pull and stuff. So I started doing research into it, and I started looking into the team, and I figured out that, wow, there's actually some legitimacy to this. And I just kept digging and digging and digging, and the next thing I know, boom, like I'm absolutely fascinated with this company, right? Because I did my research. I didn't just listen to somebody saying it was a rug pull and then go, oh, it's a rug pull, right? So yeah. The only way is up. Screw the Fudders. Exactly. They want it to be a rug so bad. What's good, Rob? Consolidation day, or do you think we need to retest some support first before we go up? Maybe after the weekend. I think I'm hoping the weekend is just kind of sideways, to be honest with you. But like what we're doing right now is actually fairly good. We've retested this support level here at 3 cents. We're still above it, right? And that's good. If we close this candle inside of here, this daily candle, that's a good thing, right? A little sideways action. If we can move it up a little bit more, it'd be a spinning top candle, and then it'd be just a neutral candle, right? So closing inside of this little area wouldn't be a terrible thing. Starting a new daily candle, like I said, testing this as support, testing 3 cents as support a couple of times is a good thing, not a bad thing, right? Building that support level, that way, when we break to the upside, if we do have another pullback down, we get caught by these support levels instead of falling all the way back to like 2 cents 5 or something like down here, right? 2 cents 7.5, and then 2 cents 5. Like we don't want to fall back to those levels. Exciting stuff. Let's go, Jasmy. Absolutely, man. Junior, hey Rob. I guess it's Render and Jasmy for the win with the Apple partnership. 100%, man. Fudder's gonna FUD, ain'ter's gonna ain't though. Ted, when it comes, when can we expect the 100 million to be locked up for May? It was already locked up for May. May 1st, they locked it up. We're waiting for June's lockup to happen. We have confirmed that the April lockup, Jasmy to the moon. Yeah, it was actually May 1st. It was actually a May lockup. So the volume is getting down. So now we will consolidate. 86% of crypto is dropping. Yeah, that's the thing, right? The market's kind of red, but Jasmy's holding support, guys. More bullish. That's more bullishness, right? I mean, if we look across the whole market right now, like look at it. It's a sea of red, right? Bitcoin's down at what, 67? Yeah, 67.1. 67.1. And Jasmy's holding over 3 cents still, guys. Very, very bullish. That's what I said. If Jasmy can hold support until maybe after the weekend, maybe we see a good green week next week, guys. I'm expecting, because last night, we covered in the live stream that the SEC requested that all of the applicants for the Ethereum ETF get their S1 filings in by today, right? Which tells me that they're trying to expedite things here. So we could see the S1 approvals next week, which means once those approvals are done, we can officially see the Ethereum ETFs go live on the market, right? Which is going to be very bullish, obviously, for the entire Ethereum ecosystem, which is what? Jasmy, Swift, XCN, Uniswap, like all of these ERC20 tokens, right, are going to see some great appreciation as a result, right? So hold on to your butts, guys. If Jasmy can hold support at 3 cents through the weekend, that would be fantastic. A weekly close above 3 cents. Guys, let me put this in perspective for you a little bit, okay? What we were actually looking for was a weekly close for Jasmy above 2 cents 5, okay? That would be bullish. If we close the week above 3 cents, it's way more bullish, obviously, right? So keep an eye on that, guys. Little perspective for you. I need to see Ando and Tim on stage with their tongues down each other's throats before I believe they're partnered. Some guy on Twitter, probably. No kidding, eh? No kidding. And even then, they'd still be like, nope, it's CG. It's AI generated, man. It's AI generated. They'll always come up with something, right? They'll always come up with something, some sort of twisted scheme or narrative that, instead of them just saying, oh, I was wrong, right? That's too difficult. It's too difficult to say that. So absolutely. All right, let's get into some of the news here, shall we? Let's have a look at what's going on. Dip Metaverse says to all the people in the community worried about the Binance monitoring zone, don't worry. Some facts based on the screenshots below. Number one, the next review to remove tokens is in July. So we won't get out any sooner than that. Yes, July, the first week of July is when they assess all of the projects in the monitoring zone. And then usually it takes 2 or 3 weeks, so probably like the third week of July before they would announce that Jasmy is actually out of the monitoring zone. Number two, Jasmy has proven itself over the past few months, despite having the monitoring tag. It's done quite well. Number three, Jasmy did about 68% of the total monitoring zone coin volume over the last 24 hours. Number four, Jasmy is almost exactly 3x the market cap of the next largest market cap coin on the list. And number five, Jasmy makes up over 30% of the total market cap of the monitoring zone list. My take, if you're in this for the long term, it won't really make a difference when Jasmy gets out. The price, volume, and number of holders are really speaking for themselves. But I agree with him 100%. But what I would add to that is just say that I don't see how they could justify not taking it out of the monitoring zone in July. I really don't. I mean, since Panasonic partnership, Apple partnership, it's got a, what are we right now? It's, we're ranked 64th in market cap, guys. How are you going to keep a project in the monitoring zone which ranks 64th in market cap amongst all crypto projects, right? 426 million in trading volume, $1.49 billion market cap. How do you justify keeping that in the monitoring zone? I don't really know moving forward. So I think it's inevitable in July that they remove it, because it's just like, bro, like, if they don't, then is the monitoring zone to even be taken seriously anymore? If they don't, I mean, really. So, all right. So we got a couple of videos for you guys today, real short ones. Check this out. So Justin, the New York Stock Exchange Group president, says, you can't argue with the success of Bitcoin ETFs and the liquidity it has brought. Listen up.
We've been having conversations with the SEC for more than 6 years about Bitcoin ETFs. I think you can't argue with the success of Bitcoin ETFs and the liquidity it has brought to the underlying markets.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. All right, what else do we got? So we got a couple differing opinions here, guys. Some people think we're going up. Some people think we're going down. Michael Vandepop says the altcoin market capitalization is technically consolidating before a big breakout happens. So he thinks altcoins are about to run. This is just classic. This is just classic. Good old Gare Bear on the spot.
Hey, real quick, last question. I think it might have came up. You were Hillary Clinton's CFO in the campaign, right?
It's part of my history.
Were you? Yes or no?
In 2016.
Did you facilitate the payment for the Steele dossier since you were CFO of the Hillary Clinton campaign?
Sir.
Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes or no?
That was not.
You're under oath, Chairman Gensler. Yes or no?
I know. I was not something I was aware of.
I yield back the rest of my time. Thank you, Chairman. Hey, real quick, last question.
I love watching Gary squirm like that. Looked like he pooped his panties there. That's awesome. What else do we got? So we got more breaking news, guys. This is why the market could be kind of red today. We've got around $8.2 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expiring today, guys. But once that's done, rip that Band-Aid off, right? We'll kind of see what happens. So we could see a greener evening, but we've got to deal with this this options expiring today. So it's kind of a big deal, right? 8.2 billion is a lot of money. What else do we got? We got breaking news. Someone withdrew 29,520 Bitcoin worth $2.018 billion from Kraken yesterday. A total of 36,000 Bitcoin were withdrawn from exchanges yesterday. Bullish for the long term. Guys, 36,000 Bitcoin were withdrawn from exchanges yesterday. That means that those Bitcoin are going into long-term storage, cold storage, right? They're not being sold. More being taken out of circulation, guys. More Bitcoin unavailable. to be purchased, right? We're going to run out, guys. We're going to run out at this pace. I tell you, man. And Michael back at it. He says, relatively boring week on the markets for Bitcoin as it continues to consolidate between the crucial areas. If 70K isn't going to break, then I'm expecting 60K as a likely case in the upcoming months. So he thinks if we don't break 70K, we'll fall down to 60K. I personally don't think we're falling down to 60K. It's a bridge too far, in my opinion. But I think it's more likely we break 70K coming up. That's where I'm at with things. So we got the about face by the Dems and Biden. This quickly is truly historic. Listen up.
Because if you're anti-crypto, you're not voting that way. You're probably voting for Biden. It's probably, or Trump, but it's not shaping your vote. But if you're pro-crypto, that may actually change your vote. Like there's enough single issue pro-crypto people to move the needle a little because there's millions of people who own it. So even if 10%, that's 100,000 people, that could be a state, you know. I think they just got lucky that they were filed in an election year, I think.
Interesting. I think this is a little different situation that's lining up. And the interesting thing that will play into here is Biden's position, because there is a little bit of a shift change here. However, one thing that you have to look at is the amount of money that's coming into these PACs. So here's A16Z. They're ramping up their political push, another 25 million going into the super PAC Fair Shake. If you look at Fair Shake, and these are the PAC donors, I'm going to just kind of run down through these. These are not updated too. So you've got Joe Biden re-election campaign now beginning to outreach to cryptocurrency industry players seeking guidance on crypto community and policy moving forward. This is a complete pivot or about face.
Historic, guys, truly historic and hilarious at the same time. Egg on their faces, egg all over their face, in the face. I'm going to do a little bit of a poll here, guys. I'm going to do a poll here, so make sure you participate in that. I want to gauge people here. Do you believe the FUD Jasmy and Apple ship is fake? Hang on, I don't trust FUD, and yes, it's not a real. There we go. I put a poll out there for you guys. Check that out. Check out the poll. I want to know where everybody sits on it. Make sure we're live on X. Yeah, we're live on X. Okay. All right. So yes. What else do we got? Oh yeah. A little bit of an update here on OTK, guys. It's a in my opinion, a very, very bullish on this Web3 gaming play. It's a game for your phone. Octo Gaming. It's a great Web3 gaming Web3 gaming project. Sorry, I'm bullish on it. I hold a little bit to be transparent. Say a new game partner is on the way. In the meantime, don't forget to participate in the week's leaderboard with OTK and Octo NFTs to win. So a lot of promoting going on, guys. A new partnership for Octo Gaming coming up this week. So very, very bullish there. And what else do we got? Oh yeah, David Schwartz. Let's see what he has to say about DeFi.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The idea that institutions can build things that are very strictly, very tightly regulated, things like portfolios of traditional loans that are heavily regulated, but that can interoperate with DeFi systems. So, for example, you might have a regulated lender who issues very traditional real estate or commercial loans, and then you might have tokenization of that debt that then anyone can hold in a purely DeFi system. And I think if you look at like the way systems grow, if you look at the way the internet grew, there was government and military adoption that enabled grassroots adoption that built the system. That synergy is what really builds something that can, be dominant, that can really grow. And I think we see that corner. We see the XRP ledger as being a blockchain where those kinds of use cases can really work.
A lot of rumors about whether he is one of the people who created Bitcoin or not. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your opinion on that. We got a little bit of negative news out of Japan, though. Check this out, guys. DMM Bitcoin, a major Japanese cryptocurrency exchange, suffered a hack of $305 million, losing 4,502.9 BTC. Ugh, man, I hate seeing exchanges get hacked. That sucks. Very, very negative. But, I mean, it happens. It happens, right? What are you going to do? Those are Gora lovers, guys, if you're on the member side of the channel, we do members only content. We show gems that members should look into and stuff. Gora is an oracle over on Algorand. We told the members to have a look at this one a little while ago, a few months ago. So Gora with an update here. Attention Gora gang, the DeFi enthusiasts. Big news for Gora users. Gora network is making your Gora on Ethereum experience smoother than ever. Get your Gora ERC20 fast and easy. Uniswap widget tool now lets you swap your Ethereum to Gora directly on the website. Very, very bullish, guys. They're building bridges. They are an oracle play, guys. Very, very bullish on it. Definitely check out Gora. Check out Gora for more. Breaking 100 million USDT transferred from Tether Treasury to Bitfinex, guys. 100 million. Yes. Very, very bullish, guys. Where does that money usually go when they mint it and it goes to an exchange? Yeah, it's going into crypto, right? Probably going to see a purchase of either Ethereum or BTC, right? Very, very bullish. What else do we got? Cointelegraph, Bitcoin's symmetrical triangle pattern points to a potential breakout towards 75K in June. Will we see 75K BTC in June, guys? It's lining up to look that way, in my opinion. I think we are going to see a green June. I think we've had a little bit of a sideways / down May, and I think June's going to be pretty good. So, and then as we hit July, guys, things are really going to start to get interesting. Really going to start to work their way up at that point. So, that's my opinion. What do we got here? Raul, his reaction to Saylor's view on the Ethereum ETF. I got to see this.
Then to Michael Saylor's huge surprise and probably huge disappointment. In fact, I have to play this quick video just to show you. I watched it. I thought it was quite, he's always said there is no second best. They will never, ever, ever approve an ETH ETF because they're all securities. And then
so here's what I think. I think 2 weeks before, the world looked like Bitcoin was going to be the only asset securitized and offered as a spot ETF by the Wall Street establishment, and it was going to spread as the one legitimate crypto asset. I think right now, the best expectation is the crypto asset class will be legitimized, supported by both parties. There's an industry. Crypto is an asset class. There's an entire range of use cases, 24/7 digital trading, digital art, NFTs, tokens, decentralized this, functionality, DeFi. There's a lot of things that will be considered in a more open light, and Bitcoin will be the leader of the crypto asset class. And if you look at it and say, well, is
So he
this
says, okay, so he went from being the only to actually being the leader. Now, I mean, he said it that way.
He came onto my podcast in 2022 and basically just told me, Raoul, ETH is a security. This is all securities. People are going to go to prison for this. It's never going to happen. He rallied around the cult of the laser-eyed maxis and told them there can only be one God. And here he is coming on saying, complete change of tune.
That's a perfect example, guys, of people who hate on projects who are maxis, right? You can take that and apply it to the haters of Jasmy if you really wanted to, right? They'll do a 180 eventually, right? Eventually, when they're finally got nowhere else to turn and no more BS to make up, they'll change their tune, just like Michael Saylor did. Absolutely hilarious. All right, so for those of you who are having a little bit of a problem with the partnership, 93% of you guys said you don't trust the FUD. 7% so far say, yes, I'm scared it's not true. So far. So let's get into it a little bit more. Apple integrates the iCard into the iPhones. So let this settle the argument once and for all, right? Apple's recent announcement about integrating Japan's My Number card functionality into the phones has sparked a wave of speculation and excitement. However, the boost in Jasmy Coin's price by 20% appears to be driven by, so they're calling it misinformation. But like I said before, is it Ondo shaking hands with, I don't even know what the name of the CEO of Apple is right now. I can't remember. But is it them shaking hands? No. At the end of the day, they're using Jasmy's technology in this partnership with the Japanese government. So again, it's splitting hairs. So the actual announcement from Apple verified by the Japanese government spokesperson involves incorporating the My Number card into iPhones. This card consolidates various personal data, including tax and social security information, providing a unified digital identity in Japanese citizens to foreign nationals. Notably, no official statement from Apple has come out. The Japanese government or Jasmy Coin, but well, yeah, that's not true because the Japanese Prime Minister made the announcement yesterday, so that's not true. We watched it here. Jasmy Coin, an Ethereum-based ERC20 token, focuses on the privacy and data security. Its community speculated it might play a role in the Japanese ID card. The speculation was fueled by a 2023 press release by Cybertrust, a Japanese company mentioning the iTrust authentication service using blockchain technology. However, this service is distinct from the government-led My Number initiative. My Number cards used for electronic identity verification verification have been available on Android devices via the Mina Portal app since May. So it's available. The My Number card is available on the Android, actually. Cybertrust technology enables authentication through this app, but there's no indication that the iTrust service would be applied to the phones. They actually said that. So that's not true either. Who wrote this? I'm trying to find out who wrote this. Anyway, My Number feature will be integrated into the iPhones. Users can use the My Number electronics ID certification among the iTrust services. So they're basically waiting for Jasmy or the Japanese or Apple to come out and say something about it. But here's the problem with that, guys. Again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, the partnership is technically between the Japanese government and Apple utilizing the MyCard system on the iPhones, right? Again, but whose technology is used on the MyCard system? Jasmy and Cybertrust, right? So Is it directly connected between Jasmy and Apple? No. However, the partnership is using Jasmy's technology, which, again, as I said at the beginning of the stream, if they're onboarding millions of users on the iPhone via the MyCard system, which Jasmy's technology is being utilized in, right? Then that means that these users have to actually lock up Jasmy coin. With Jasmy coin being locked up, what happens? Less in circulation, less tokens in circulation. What happens? Price appreciation. That's why it affects you. So again, if they want to split hairs, I don't care. It's not going to affect our bottom line. They can argue about whether it's directly between Jasmy and Apple or not, all they want. But the effect of the cause still the same for us as Jasmy holders, which is price appreciation. As long as Jasmy's technology is being utilized in said partnership, I don't give a crap, because I'm still getting to the same goal that I wanted to get to, which is price appreciation for Jasmy, the token, and the utilization of Jasmy's technology, right? It's as simple as that. I'm trying to think of a good analogy, right? I was going to say like a brand of tires or something on a car, but there's so many different kinds of companies who build, who make tires, and Jasmy's the only one who creates the PDL, patented. So there's not really a good analogy out there. But let's pretend, for argument's sake, that there's only Goodyear is the only company in the world that makes tires. Let's pretend that, okay? And then there's a partnership between Toyota and the Japanese government or something, or Ford and the Japanese government to, you know, and in that partnership, they have to use Goodyear's tires. Is it a partnership directly between Goodyear and the Japanese government? Well, no. But they're still using Goodyear's technology in the partnership, right? So do you care if you're invested in it? Not really, right? I guess that's the best analogy I could kind of think of. Time is money. We're so early. DCA, Jasmy will change your life. So bullish. Brother, we're killing it. Can't wait till Jasmy hits mainstream. This news with Apple is just the beginning. I agree. They're just going to keep using Jasmy's technology, guys, and haters are going to hate it. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Rob? What do you think about dog? I don't know what that is. Let me have a look. Dog, $788 million market cap, 100% of the supply in circulation. Another one of those meme coins. It's been running a little bit. I don't know, man. It might be a decent idea to wait for a little bit of a pullback when it comes to meme coins. It's been running. I think if you bought right now, you'd probably be someone's exit liquidity. Beebs, let's go. Future Crypto Millionaires. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Shane, I'm late. Just wanted to say, hey, hope everyone has a good day. Have to jump in and rewatch later. Nice. Welcome in, Shane. Good to see you, buddy. Elizabeth, hey, Rob, I got myself about 200K XCN. What's your price point on this coin? I actually have a price prediction video coming out for XCN in the next couple of days, Elizabeth. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Can Jasmy reach 10 cents in July? Yeah, I do think. I mean, look, we're looking at the Ethereum ETF S1 filings being filed today, right? So by next week, we could have those approved. You know, by the latest, the following week, we could see the ETFs go live, which is going to start to run all the Ethereum ecosystem about 3 weeks after that. So, I mean, it's possible. Tim Cook's the CEO of Apple. Yes, Tim Cook. Yes. David, glad to see you guys winning. I mentioned Root recently. It's personally one of my favorites. Anyway, they posted a Readyverse launcher teaser video yesterday. Wanted to share it with you. It's impressive. Nice. If I remember you bringing up Roots to us, David, I absolutely remember that, brother. But you have to tell me, does the video, if the video has music, I can't play it because they'll ding me on YouTube. Will give me crap for it. Yeah, sound good, very good. Recently, not recently. Ashley, Martha Stewart makes pies for Walmart. Well, of course, she needs to buy apples for the farmer. Exactly. Thank you, Ashley. There's a perfect analogy right there. Martha Stewart makes pies for Walmart. Well, of course, she needs to buy apples from the farmer, right? It doesn't mean there's an agreement, contract between the farmer and Walmart, but the apples are still getting bought. The apples are still getting used, right? It's much more bullish to come from the government. Apple are locked in with, it will be exclusive, 100%. Well, nobody else has Jasmy's technology, and Jasmy's tech is patented, right? So, Rob, I get a win is a win for the Apple and Jasmy, but the article yesterday made it seem like Haro was part of a discussion with Cook. Yeah, but you can't blame Jasmy for who wrote the article. That right? That people, a lot of people write different articles, right? I mean, bias articles. We know that on both sides of the fence, right? No music, just ambient background instrumentals. Okay. Good afternoon, Rob. Just thought I'd ask about Volt Inu because you promised to look into it. You said a friend was helping you get the information. Yeah, I said I was going to talk to Bleaves. Bleaves has been kind of busy. I reached out to him. I haven't heard back from him yet on it. If you want to know all things Volt Inu, then I would definitely check out his channel. He covers it all the time, right? Tara, when Jasmy gets more devices, it will get yeah, exactly higher prices. Yep. Well said, Ashley. Juicy Jasmy, absolutely. All right, what else do we have? Let's check out the Dixie. How's the Dixie doing? How's the Dixie do? She's trying to pump right now, guys. She's trying to pump. Look at this. The audacity of this little. She's trying to run up. We need this to go down. Yes, like that. Down, down, down. Let's go. Crash. 4 hour. What's the daily look like? Just chopping sideways on the daily. Yeah, we need to see this crash down. Guys, if you're new, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join the family. All right. What else do we got? Multi-Planet, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jasmy testing 3 cents again. Testing that support level. So we'll get this daily close 6.5 hours from now. So we'll have to see. Hopefully we close inside this area here. Very, very bullish if we can do that. Oh, we got some coverage of Kathy Wood here, shared by good old Elon. Check it out, guys. ARK Invest 21 shares Bitcoin ETF surpasses 1 billion in total assets.
We're very supportive of that. What happened in Delaware, the judge ruling and basically taking the vote away from us, the shareholder. We voted for that pay package. 73% of shareholders did, and to have the judge kind of thinking that she is reading the minds of directors and independents, dependents, whatever. I just think, as I said in a post on X, I think it's un-American, it's anti-investor, and it's an insult to the board of directors of Tesla. So totally supportive of that move.
Are you supportive of Elon Musk's requests or demands or whatever you want to call it to get more voting shares? Or as he says, he'll take some of his technology elsewhere? Or do you feel as though Tesla's sort of being held hostage to that demand?
I do not feel that. You know, being involved in disruptive innovation and only disruptive innovation, we know that we need visionary leaders who will stand up to short-term oriented shareholders and be able to execute their vision with the right technologies at the right time. And Elon Musk is the inventor of our age, and he is also our Renaissance man. So I'm always surprised at the pushback he receives. And I do think that 25, he's not asking for any more economic interest, it's voting interest. And for many of our companies, we are supportive of super voting rights because we know the visionary leaders, we go through periods of volatility and they just need to be able to execute upon their vision, not be thrown off by boards of directors who are listening to short-term oriented shareholders and swayed.
Everything's so freaking political nowadays, right? Boards of companies and, you know, like just it truly is mind-boggling to me, guys, that, you know, and we see these rich elites bickering and manipulating the stock market and all this, you know, like these stocks of these companies, Tesla and ARK Invest, and, you know, and then they wonder why we don't want anything to do with any of it, right? Why we want to be in crypto instead, where they don't have any of this kind of control, right? The Bitcoin dominance breaking down. Altcoin season is just around the corner. Yes, guys, we're waiting on it. We're waiting on it. It's only a matter of time, guys. It's coming. Look, we're already falling outside of the wedge pattern here. Only a matter of time before we break downwards. I know people are getting frustrated and tired of hearing it's only a matter of time, but it is only a matter of time, right? It is what it is. It's coming. And it's going to absolutely melt your face when it does. We got bullish news. Check this out, guys. Japan confirms first currency intervention since 2022 with 62 billion in spending. Data from Japanese Ministry of Finance on Friday confirmed the country's first currency intervention since 2022 after the yen plunged to a 34-year low in April. The ministry on Friday stated Japan spent 9.7885 trillion yen, which is 62.25 billion, on currency intervention between April 26th and May 29th, according to a Google Translate statement. This is the first time that the Japanese government has undertaken such a market measure since October of 2022, according to the ministry records. The timeline of the government's step coincides with the sharp rebound in the Japanese currency in recent weeks, after the yen plunged to a 34-year low of 160.03 against the US dollar on April 29th. It later bounced to 156 levels later in that session, heating speculation of a potential intervention of the Japanese authorities. The currency further strengthened by more than 2% within days. At the time, analysts at Bank of America Global Research estimated that the size of the first suspected intervention could have been between 5 trillion yen and 6 trillion yen, based on the Bank of Japan's data. The yen has been combating sustained pressure since the Bank of Japan ended its monetary policy of negative interest rates in March. It traded at 157.25 against the US dollar at 11:55 a.m. London time on Friday. Earlier this month, Japanese Finance Minister Suzuki backed the need for interventions. A sharp currency move started to impact households and companies. He declined to comment at the time when asked whether the ministry had stepped in to prop up the yen. Quote, when there is an excessive movement, it may be necessary to smooth it out, Suzuki told CNBC's Dan Murphy on May 3rd, according to a translation. Japan's last intervened to stabilize the currency in October of 2022 When the yen fell to lows around 152 per dollar, authorities intervened 3 times that year and stabilized the currency, reportedly spending as much as a combined $9.2 trillion over the period. Crazy. But that's what happened, man. COVID destroyed so much. Hey, Jasmy testing there. 3 cents 0.1. I'm hoping we can stay above, man. I'm hoping we can stay above. What do we got? Crypto Holmes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How about that W? How about that W, man? Love to see it. We got the win. I was watching it on the treadmill last night. Love it. Love to see it, man. All right. So what do we got? Dog is the same network than BTC. That changed much. Is in the same networks than BTC. That changed much. I don't know what you're asking me here. Does it change what? Because it's on BNB network instead of Ethereum? One more win. Yeah, one more, man. Tomorrow, baby. Tomorrow. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Okay, so that is about it for the news this morning, guys. Yeah, not much else going on so far today. We'll stay on top of it, though. Anyway, guys, I will be back this evening for the usual stream. We'll try to get here for the daily close around 7 p.m. We'll check out if this candle closes within the channel here. Hopefully it does. We'll stay on top of it. It might wick down throughout the day today, guys. Don't worry about that. As long as we close inside of here, we're okay. I would like to stay above 3 cents for not only for the daily close, but for the weekly close as well. So let me know what you guys think, man. I will see you guys this evening. And yeah, don't believe the FUD, guys. Don't let people split hairs and upset you, right? Again, going back to this whole Apple thing, guys, at the end of the day, like I said, if a partnership is utilizing Jasmy's technology, which is going to increase the value of Jasmy, do you care? Right? Let them split their hairs, guys. Absolutely. That's what I say. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'll let you guys know tonight too. I think we should have the Jasmy roundtable tomorrow. I'm just waiting for a couple of people to confirm. Max and Run My Crypto have already confirmed that they're going to be there. I'm just waiting. Jesse's on the fence. He said he might have something to do, but he's letting me know. Brian as well is going to let me know today. Those are the 2 Jasmy ambassadors. And yeah, so we'll let you know where we're at with things this evening. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you later tonight. Have a fantastic afternoon, guys.